Hi, welcome to my YouTube. I'm Oleg, and today I want to share this with so interesting topic. I want to tell you about power grid, but power grid of Texas. And why I'm interested in the topic? Because if we imagine map of the United States and this continental map of 47 states, and we can see east and west, and also separately Texas power grid. And today I want to tell you about Texas power grid because it's interesting. If we can say that Texas has independency of electricity. It's as we talk about electricity generation and electricity consumption, because it has their own power grid, like power transmission and generation, because it's connected. Actually, electricity as energy is so interesting topic. I am financial analyst, and now I'm dive in more deeper in energy markets, and I'm started discover and was interested in Texas, as I said, Texas power grid. And first stop, we need to start with what was in 1935. In 1935, federal government decided to create regulations of all utilities or that run electricity power grid, and companies that was in Texas, they don't want to be part of federal regulations, because but the main feature why federal government decided to start regulate it all, because first of all, for before when electricity only starting to build and uses it, not it doesn't have in general connected transmission system of electricity, and it first starts with little utilities companies, then bigger it starts monopolized, and when it started interconnected between different states, federals thinking about regulate this market, and in order to regulate tariffs on electricity for consumers, and as I said, Texas companies, utilities don't want to be regulated by federals, and in 1935, Congress passed the Federal Power Act, giving federal regulators oversight of electricity sold across state lines, and Texas utilities, determined to avoid federal jurisdictions, agreed to stay with the state borders, only is state borders, no power lines crossing into neighboring states. That decision, made nearly 90 years ago, looked the Texas grid into isolation. and it was like maybe you know about like what was in 2021 of crisis of winter storm Yuri. Yuri arrives and temperature across Texas plunges the historic lows. Dallas like -2 by Fahrenheit, and millions of homes turn up the heat simultaneously. And it was before it was why it was. We need to or now to see what is generation electricity in Texas. It's natural gas infrastructure, natural gas, also renewable sources of energy like wind, solar, also coal. By coal is that, and also like nuclear, the little one, and natural gas infrastructure freeze it, and it like generates more than 50% of all electricity generation in Texas. And it have some problems because of storm. Gas equipment like not winterized and freeze solids. And it was a problem because in Texas was lack of electricity. It consumption was much higher than generation, and it struggled because Texas not connected to other states, not have interconnections. If they like have like several lines, but if it like made some transmission energy, for example, from Oklahoma or different states like near Texas, it lose their independency, electricity independency, and it like Texas don't want to be it true. So it like it was like one of the main disadvantages of why they are like have isolation of transmission. So like it was like it's mainly the main interesting fact that I wanted to tell about the Texas have their own as I said transmission system, and also if we talk about why Texas is a leader of renewable sources of energy, like of wind generation, that's why it has less bureaucracy, because like it has their own regulator, ERCOT, that regulates energy market, and it's faster for companies to build generations wind there, and actually like if you never ever heard and discover energy market, it's so interesting because because for that market, it's the best when generations and consumptions not far from each other. So if we see maybe the map of like Texas, for example, as we said, main generations will be near some big cities, like of big agglomerations, or where is like needed some plants or like that infrastructure for production is needed, because when we transmission electricity, it has like technological losses when it goes through lines, and it needed to be not so far distances, and also it's like that market, we cannot we cannot store electricity. Like we produce and we need to use like at the same moments. For example, to say, yeah, it now is started to build some like big power banks, like easy to say, but it not serve you. Like a market of energy is work like for now. If it have a big supply, so it will be lower prices. If you have big demand, so is, for example, like at the day, it's like it's the time like of over generation of electricity, and like at the night, at the evening, it's like have some deficit, so it influenced by influence price. And if you want, I will be recorded a video about like how about renewable sources of energy or in Texas, and why it started to rise percent of generation. And see you next time.